If you're into skincare, you've probably heard of double cleansing. For me, there are 3 ways that I like to double cleanse depending on the day. Today, I'll show you each method, how I do it, and explain when I use each method, which products I use, pros and cons, and how well each method removes makeup. I'm so excited to partner with Haruharu Wonder on this video to show you 2 of their products from their black rice line that I've been absolutely loving. So more on them in a bit. Depending on the seasons, it can change. So right now, going into autumn and winter, my skin is on the drier side. I'm definitely looking for products to put a bit more moisture and nourishment into my skin, keep my skin barrier healthy without clogging my pores or feeling too heavy. So onto the cleansing, I'll go in order of my most favorite way to double cleanse to my least favorite. Okay, starting with using a cleansing oil or balm to melt away all the makeup, dirt, oil, sunscreen that you have on top of your skin. Adding water to emulsify the product, rinse it off, and then going in with your second cleanse, which is typically a water-based or gel-based cleanser, and that actually gets deep inside your pores and cleanses your skin. Oil breaks down oil, so using an oil-based cleanser first really gets everything off and also helps clear out some of that built-up oil inside your pores as well. So over time, I do notice fewer blackheads, fewer clogged pores, and just a better skin texture. What products do I use? So I've been pretty loyal to cleansing balms for a few years now. The Farmacy one is great, and there are other ones that are kind of similar. But like I said, as my skin is getting drier, both with the seasons and also age, I'm getting close to 30. So I wanted something that's a bit more nourishing and moisturizing, but still rinses away clean, which is kind of hard to find. So this is the one that I've been reaching for the most as soon as the weather kind of started getting a bit cooler here in Canada. The Haruharu Wonder Black Rice Moisture Deep Cleansing Oil. It melts away your makeup so well, emulsifies really well, and rinses so clean. And I find it's like the perfect texture for a gentle face massage. As I'm working it into my face, I'll just go in and kind of smooth out my forehead, around my eyebrows, along my temples, and kind of lift my cheeks upward and out. It's also really nice to massage the jawline at the end of the day. For my second cleanse, I am very picky when it comes to my second cleanser. It needs to thoroughly cleanse my skin. I want my skin to feel very clean and fresh, but not dry, which is a very hard balance to strike. And I have like a whole box of cleansers, foaming cleansers, gel cleansers that I can't use on my face because they are too stripping, so I just use them on my body. This gel cleanser, this is a new product by Haruharu Wonder, and it's so good, and it's quickly become like my go-to second cleanser. It's their Black Rice Triple AHA Gentle Cleansing Gel. The texture is so light and watery and glides on top of your skin. It foams up just a little bit, enough to really get every nook and cranny on your face. It rinses really easily and clean. And the best part is it's so gentle. Even with the chemical exfoliants, I never feel like my skin is stripped. It's also great as a morning cleanse if you just want something super light and simple. I just use a bit less in the morning. When do I do this? Most days, to be honest, and definitely every time if I'm wearing makeup or sunscreen. It really does get every trace of makeup and sunscreen off of your face. There's no residue or film left over afterwards, and it's the most relaxing because I like the face massage. And I think the real results come over time after you've done this for a few weeks. I definitely noticed that I have fewer blackheads, my skin is just more smooth, and it's just so much more balanced and easy to maintain. It does take a bit more time to kind of go in with the oil, really work it in, and enjoy that face massage if you want. And depending on which oil cleanser you use, some of them in my experience, do sting the eyes or make them a little bit blurry, which is uncomfortable. And any oil cleanser that makes my eyes sting, I don't really reach for it very much. This one thankfully does not burn my eyes or make them sting. So it takes a bit of trial and error to find one that works for you. And how well does it remove makeup? I would say 10 out of 10. This is like my go-to method when I want to make sure every single trace of makeup is gone. Okay, now moving on to method number 2, which is micellar water plus gel cleanser. First, you take a micellar water on a cotton pad and wipe gently across your face to remove that top layer of makeup, sunscreen, dirt, oil, and then you don't rinse. Massage your gel cleanser for 1 minute and rinse clean. What products do I use? My favorite micellar water is the Bioderma one in the pink cap. I just find it's the most gentle and the most effective. Micellar water is not just water in a bottle. It's a special formulation that contains tiny micelle particles, and those attract dirt, makeup, oil, grime, anything impure that's on your skin, and it just lifts them off with minimal irritation. And once that top layer is removed, then the gel cleanser can really work its magic and get into your pores. And for the second cleanse, I reach for whatever gel cleanser is my favorite at the moment. So right now it's this one. And I really only do this on lighter makeup days. If I have sunscreen, bit of concealer, a bit of powder, a bit of brows, or sometimes if I'm just wearing sunscreen and no makeup, I will still do a first cleanse with Bioderma. Pros, it is pretty quick and easy, and it's satisfying to see all the makeup and dirt like left on the cotton pad. Cons, it can be a bit abrasive on the skin, and it's not the micellar water that's abrasive, it's just that physical motion of rubbing a cotton pad across your skin multiple times. If I have any active breakouts or whiteheads, I do have to be really careful and kind of maneuver around that area. So sometimes it's not so quick. You also need to purchase cotton rounds, so either reusable ones or disposable ones. And then if you go for disposable ones, then those kind of add up over time and it's extra waste. And to reduce irritation, I like using cotton pads that are just as soft as possible, and make sure the cotton pad is like fully saturated, so there's minimal tugging and it can just kind of glide across your skin. How well does it remove makeup? I would say like 8 to 9 out of 10. Like I said, I usually do this when I have very light makeup on, because if I have a lot of makeup on, like full foundation, blush, brows, mascara, all of that, I do find I have to go in twice with the micellar water and then go in with my gel cleanser to make sure all the makeup is off. So that ends up being like triple cleansing, which can be a bit sensitizing for my skin. Number 3, this is my least favorite method, but it still works sometimes, and that is just taking whatever cleanser and cleansing your face twice. Pretty simple, and what I like to do is go in dry first with the cleanser, add a little bit of water, and then massage it in a bit more, rinse it off, and then I will take that same cleanser, massage it, rinse off. And the idea is that the first cleanse, when you're going in dry, it's kind of working just to like dissolve and start to remove that first layer of makeup without having any water interfere. What products do I use? I kind of reach for whatever cleanser is in my shower or is my favorite at the time. The most important thing is it has to be non-stripping, but still like decent at removing oil and makeup and grime. If I do have makeup on, the Cerave Hydrating Cream to Foam Cleanser is pretty good for this. Otherwise, sometimes I will even just go in with a simple gel cleanser that's really gentle and go in twice with that. When do I do this? To be honest, I only do this method when I am like ill, like sick, and I've been in bed all day, so I'm not wearing anything on my face, but there's like probably a bit of oil buildup, and then I'll go in twice with whatever cleanser I'm using. I'll do this if I'm not wearing a sunscreen that's water resistant. Other sunscreens, I find they do kind of leave a film on my face, and I need an oil cleanser or Bioderma to like break that up. Or if I just forgot to do my micellar water or cleansing balm before hopping in the shower, then I'll just use my cleanser twice. And it works fine, but I do find that it leaves a bit of a film on my face. Like it doesn't feel super clean, and my skin feels the most dried out with this method because I'm using a product that has surfactants twice in a row. The pros is that you just need one product. It's very simple. The cons, like I just said, it's more irritating on my skin personally, and even the cleansers that claim to remove makeup and do a decent job at removing makeup, I find it doesn't feel as clean as if I did a proper first cleanse. I can't do this method multiple days in a row because my skin will dry out too much. Okay, so I hope this was helpful if you're thinking about getting into double cleansing, or you're just wondering, like, can I just use my same cleanser twice? If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them down below. All the products will be linked down below as well. Thank you again to Haruharu Wonder for sponsoring this video. If you want to check out those two cleansers, they will be linked down below, and I will see you in the next video.